In a small village, nestled between a sacred river and a dense banyan grove, there lived a young boy named Arjun. He was known for his intelligence and curiosity, but also for his impatience and desire to take shortcuts in life. His father, a humble potter, often reminded him, "True success comes from dharma, righteous action, not from clever tricks." Arjun would nod, but deep inside he believed there were faster ways to achieve greatness. One day, a wise sage named Rishi Devadatta arrived in the village. He was known far and wide for his knowledge of the Vedas and his deep spiritual insight. Villagers gathered around him every evening to listen to his teachings. Arjun, driven by curiosity, joined them. One evening, the sage held up a small oil lamp and said, after the gathering, he approached the sage and asked, "Rishi, how can I become successful and respected quickly? I don't want to struggle like others." The sage smiled gently and said, "Come to me tomorrow at sunrise. I will give you your answer." The next morning, Arjun arrived eagerly. The sage handed him a lit lamp and said, "Take this lamp to the hilltop temple without letting it go out. Along the way, you will pass through the village market, a forest path, and a narrow rocky trail. If the flame stays lit, I will answer your question." Arjun thought it was a simple task. "Is that all?" he said confidently. "Yes," replied the sage, "but remember, your focus must remain on the lamp." Arjun began his journey. As he entered the bustling market, he saw merchants selling sweets, toys, and colorful fabrics. His friends called out to him, inviting him to play. For a moment, he was tempted to join them. But as he glanced at the lamp, he remembered the sage's words. He carefully shielded the flame and walked on. Next, he reached the forest path. The wind grew stronger, and the trees cast eerie shadows. Suddenly, he heard strange noises and felt fear creeping into his heart. His hands trembled, and the lamp flickered. "I must not let it go out," he whispered to himself. Gathering courage, he walked steadily, protecting the flame with both hands. Finally, he reached the rocky trail leading up the hill. The path was narrow and uneven. One wrong step could cause him to fall. Sweat dripped down his face as he focused entirely on balancing himself and guarding the lamp. Slowly, step by step, he climbed until he reached the temple. The flame was still alive. Exhausted but relieved, Arjun returned to the sage. "I did it," he exclaimed proudly. The sage looked at him and asked, "Tell me, Arjun, what did you see in the market?" Arjun paused. I didn't notice much." "And the forest? Were you afraid?" "I was, but I focused on the lamp." "And the difficult climb?" "I only thought about not letting the flame go out." The sage nodded. "That is your answer. Success comes when your mind is steady and focused on your dharma. Distractions, fears, and temptations will always be around you, just like the market, forest, and rocky path. But if you protect your inner light, the light of righteousness, you will reach your goal." Arjun listened carefully. For the first time, he truly understood. "But Rishi," he asked, "what is this inner light?" The sage replied, "It is truth, honesty, discipline, and compassion. When you act with these qualities, you are following dharma. You may not gain success quickly, but your success will be lasting and meaningful." Arjun bowed respectfully. From that day onward, Arjun changed. He began helping his father sincerely, learning the art of pottery with patience. He treated others with kindness and spoke the truth, even when it was difficult. Though others sometimes mocked him for not taking shortcuts, he remained firm in his path. Years passed, and Arjun became known not just for his skill, but for his integrity. People trusted him and sought his guidance. His life was not without challenges, but he faced each one with calmness and courage. One evening, as he lit a lamp in his home, he remembered the sage's lesson. He realized that the lamp was not just an object, it was a symbol of the light within him, guiding his every action. And in that quiet moment, Arjun understood the true meaning of success. Not wealth or fame, but a life lived with dharma. Moral of the story: stay focused on righteousness and truth. Life will present distractions and challenges, but those who protect their inner light of dharma will achieve true and lasting success.